Hello, hello, Taos, New Mexico. This is Cody Hooks, reporter with the Taos News, and here is your roundup of what we're working on for this week's paper. I'm kicking it off today with the action-packed world of high school sports. It's Taos homecoming week, and Arsenio Trujillo, our sports editor, has a full schedule of activities culminating in the big game against the Santa Fe High School Demons at 7 p.m. on Friday. Be aware that because of the parade, Albright Street will be closed from about 11 a.m. until afternoon. Also in sports, we've got a recap of the Taos Amateur Golf Tournament as well as a wrap-up of the 2017 Senior New Mexico Open, a pro golf tournament. In business, Starbucks, the biggest name in corporate coffee, is going to make a go of it here in Taos. They're opening a store at Albertsons, and boxes of what we can only assume are cups, lids, and stir sticks have already arrived. On the crime beat, Taos saw its second officer-involved shooting in less than 2 weeks. Early Monday morning, 22-year-old Corwin Valencia led police on a 10-mile chase through town. At least 2 officers fired shots, and Valencia was wounded. It wasn't life-threatening, but Valencia was arrested. Updates on Thursday. In other news, residents in Dixon and surrounding areas successfully got a meeting with the State Department of Transportation to demand the agency stop spraying herbicides along the road, rivers, and near their families and farms. The state made no hard commitments other than to continue the conversation. In education, reporter Jesse Moya has a wrap-up of a Taos Middle School breakfast honoring first responders, as well as a look at the Roots and Wings Charter School in La Lama, which saw its state-issued school grade rise from a D to an A. More on that Thursday. And lastly in the news, the Taos Town Council had a regular meeting Tuesday evening to discuss hiring a new police chief. A final decision was postponed on August 29th, so pick up a copy of Thursday's paper for the latest on what has become a drawn-out hiring process for Taos's top cop. In tempo, autumn is just around the corner, and a show titled Earthly Elements might be one of the best ways to usher in the season. The exhibit is on the cover of Tempo this week. It's happening at Barris Gallery and features the works of Dora Dillstone, Hank Sachs, and Brian Shields. We also have a story on the 35mm Film Bash, a week-long celebration of true celluloid at the Taos Community Auditorium. Watch for legitimately entertaining films like Bambi, Blazing Saddles, Chinatown, and Barbarella. In lifestyles, I wrote you guys a story about native bees. I'm not talking honeybees, but the awesome little solitary ground nesting bees. One scientist is on a 3-year mission to find out just how many species of native bees we have here in northern New Mexico. There's also a column on native grasses, as well as the final chapter of La Llorona, with versions in both Spanish and English. And more Taos County Fair results, including 90-year-old Harold Timber, whose apple pie baked in a brown paper bag yet again won Best in Show. Congrats to Harold and the rest of the winners and participants at this year's county fair. And in the weather, the haze cleared out, but the National Weather Service reports slight chances of thunderstorms this week, sunny skies and clear nights by the weekend. And as for the upcoming astrology, Mercury, Mars, and Venus are all moving into Virgo, the hardest working sign of the zodiac. Next Tuesday, the 19th, Mercury, planet of communication, makes an opposition to Chiron, the wounded healer. So take extra care when talking with your loves, co-workers, and strangers on the street. And that'll do it, Taos. Those are the high notes. But as always, there is even more in Thursday's edition of your community newspaper. Bueno, bye.